Hi guys, I want to talk to you about the fear factor of referrals. So I've been talking to a lot of different people. I did a webinar yesterday, I actually did two, in which I used an example where people thought that they had all the courage in the world, no fear. And then when I asked them, okay, what is your primary way of getting new business? And they unequivocally said referrals. It's easy, they know you, they trust you. And I'm like, fantastic. How often do you ask for them? And they're like, well, I don't. I'm like, what is this fascination, or what is this great obstacle with knowing that referrals is always how small businesses grow the fastest, and yet a reticence to actually ask for it? So to honor Mr. Rogers, because I love Mr. Rogers and his movie is out right now, and I love Tom Hanks, and also there's a great documentary on Netflix, I'm gonna use a puppet. This is the referral unicorn. I have done work with this unicorn before. Now, here's how most people look at themselves before I get a chance at them. Okay, so they know that they've done a great job with Mr. Unicorn. By the way, this is my Christmas unicorn. Everyone should get one. So I've done work with the Christmas unicorn, and I know that they really liked me, and they probably have other people that need my services as well. However, what happens is that people don't talk to the Christmas unicorn because they say, well, they'll be mad. They'll be thinking that I'm bugging them. They're going to think that I'm annoying or it's inconvenient, and they're going to think poorly of me, and they're going to hit me in the head and be upset, and it's actually going to be a bad situation. And that is tragic because the poor, sad unicorn actually has people that you can help. So flip the script this way. Instead of thinking contacting the Christmas unicorn would make them upset with you or that they would be annoyed by you, think of it this way. By contacting the Christmas unicorn and reminding them of the great experience you had with them, maybe giving them something, whenever you want to ask something of someone, the best way to start is to give them something first. A report, a gift, a thought, whatever, but you're giving them something because our brains work with reciprocity. It is a psychological thing. So if I give Mr. Christmas Unicorn here something, there is a compulsion for Christmas Unicorn to think, oh, how can I give something back, right? Exactly. So let's say instead of looking at yourself as, used car salesman or whatever bad, metaphor you have going in your head, you can go and say, by going to talk with my previous client, I'm going to make sure that anyone that he or she knows does not fall into the hands of someone not as qualified or caring as myself. And so it becomes almost urgent for you to go to these people and say, I need to save your friends and family from sure disaster if they don't use me, because there are people out there who don't work at the same level or quality that I do. They don't have the same knowledge, they don't have the same processes, they don't have the same care and compassion as I do. And so if you instead think of, going to referrals as an urgent need for you to save their world and the worlds of all the people that they worked with, it's going to be a lot easier for you to pick up that phone, to drop by, to send that email, to send that text, however you want to start the process, and get their attention so they can be reminded of what a great job you did. So one example before I end this and end the video. When I moved into the house that I'm in right now, the realtor didn't just help me buy 4 walls and a roof. What they did was they allowed me and Mark, with our 4 children, a safe haven to start a blended family life together successfully. And that's not, if you know of or are in a blended family, you'll know that's a bumpy road when you first start. But because everyone was moving in here together, it wasn't anyone going on anyone else's turf. So if that realtor would only come back and say to me, how's it going? I don't think, oh, realtor dude's really annoying me. I am sent back to the experience that I had with that realtor. I am extremely grateful all over again for what they did and for how they allowed me and my family to be able to have the best opportunity and set the best life ahead of ourselves. And honestly, it has been fantastic. And again, you're not gonna go to Christmas unicorns that didn't like you. You're not going to go ask a referral to someone who got a restraining order on you. Nope. You're going to go to people who you know you did a great job, and that if you talk to them, they're going to be reminded of said great job, not of the fact that you're calling them, at a time that could be quote unquote inconvenient. We all have phones. If it's not convenient, we don't pick it up, right? Here's a great option. Send them a text. Hey, Christmas unicorn, I would love to circle back with you, find out how you've been enjoying your home. I've got some great information for you. I think that would be really interesting. You might want to know, right? Or you just stop by. But if you're worried about interrupting people, which is usually why people don't go ahead and ask for referrals, they think I'm going to be calling them or contacting them at an inconvenient time. Send an email or a text or whatever, or a letter if you really want to, and just say, when would be a good time? I've got some great things that I want to share with you. Please tell me the best time for me to contact you. Don't say, would you like to meet with me? Because our knee-jerk reaction is no. We instantly think of all the, litany of things we've got going on our plates, and we're like, ooh, can't do one more thing. Don't give them the option to say no. Simply don't ask the Christmas unicorn a yes or no question, right? Ask the Christmas unicorn, when would you be conveniently available so that we can have a conversation? And make sure that part of that conversation isn't just, I just want to ask a referral. Give first. So think about what was really valuable to these people. What would be really helpful? It could be a little trinket you can get from the dollar store. It could be, a report about something related to your industry that they really, really, really would benefit from knowing, even if they don't need to sell their house right now. Because maybe they don't need to sell their house, but then they'll be like, oh, who needs this information? Cousin Bob, right? Friend Robert. They might be looking at buying or selling in the near future. So, hey, you know what? Here's their information. Why don't you go give them a call, or I'll connect you guys on email or whatever. There's 1,000 different ways that this can go. The important thing is you control the narrative. Don't let them say no. Give before you ask. And don't think that your clients are going to think that you're annoying. Because what they're going to think instead is they're going to think back to, especially if you're in a transactional industry, and I work a lot with real estate agents, and it's very transactional, but it's also extremely strongly relationship based. And so what'll happen is they'll be taken back to that amazing experience, be reminded again of the value that you've provided to them because you did such a good job, and they will have no problem referring you to people in their network. So ask yourself, why aren't you asking for referrals? What's really going through your head? What mythical story are you making up about yourself and about how they're going to perceive you? Do you have any proof that those stories are even true? Chances are it's not, right? I'm sure, maybe we've even have something in your past. You're like, oh, I called this person and they said it wasn't a good time and I felt like crap. And I'm like, okay, so it wasn't a good time. Call the next guy, right? Not everyone's going to be a yes. Not every Christmas unicorn's going to be happy to do anything. They might blank. They'd be like, I don't know, right? That's what it sounds like, by the way, when someone has a brain fart. At least that's what it sounds like in my head. However, just go to the next one. Take your top 10. Send them a text. Send them an email. Give them a call. Drop by. Carrier pigeons if you really want to, although they're extinct. But do it. Okay, so whatever story you've created in your head, it's not true. There probably is no proof. And even if someone out there was a jerk, that's just one jerk. Don't let them rain on your true parade. If you grow your business through referral, it is imperative that you ask for it. And you don't have to ask for it in a smarmy way. I do pro bono stuff for people all the time. And they always say to me, Rebecca, how can I repay you? And I said, well, do you know anybody who also could benefit from some of the stuff that we went through, some of the experiences you've had, some of the coaching I was able to provide? And those pro bono conversations have led to massive contracts, lots of new clients who are much more willing to say yes because of the person that referred me to them. They borrow the credibility from the referrer and they apply it to me in the same way that for you, when someone refers you to another Christmas unicorn, that they're going to say, hey, if Bill, Deborah, whoever says that you're great, you must be great. So I'm going to give you the time of day, whereas anyone off the street, I might not be interested in. So I hope you found the story of the Christmas unicorn and the power of referrals. Very helpful. And I hope that you guys ask. But remember, give before asking. Always have something of value. And because you know you did a good job when you go to your Christmas unicorns, when you go to those clients that you want to ask for a referral, they're going to look at you and remember the amazing experience that you had with them. Don't be afraid of jogging their memory about how fun it was. Maybe there's a time when you just like dissolved into laughter or something was really stressful and you helped them overcome it. Don't worry about throwing a little bit of those references into your conversation because it's true and it's good. Builds empathy, reminds people of the value that you provided, and it's that much easier to ask for a referral. Okay, so peacing out today. Have a wonderful day. Me and the Christmas unicorn, we're going to go eat snacks, right? I wonder what unicorns eat. If you know, put it in the comments. Take care, guys.